nakita ko yung mga tao na pasahero para sa North Harbor tayo, the north side, na yung iba umiiyak, yung iba kung ano-ano na ginagawa kasi stranded sila. They were not allowed to board the ship because walang mga bakuna. And these are, some of them are itong mga talagang hindi mo mapipilit. I think the Muslim community dito sa Pilipinas mukhang ang karamihan is of the belief that it is not allowed by their, I don't know, is it religion or I might be mistaken, but it could be that for something else, a culture. Just an information to everybody. In Mindanao, the Muslim community are resisting the bakuna. Butit nila nakausap ko si Governor Sacor, and well, maybe hindi lahat, but the report is that some of the Tausugs are not resisting anymore. Yun ang nakita ko doon sa napapauwi sa different places. But I am not confident about their taking of allowing the vaccines into their bodies, because I think it's something more of a religious belief. I said I may be wrong on two counts, pero yan ang tingin ko. Mindanao ayaw talaga. Marami doon na simply they do not want it, period.
Presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos finally breaks his silence after skipping his supposed interview with Jessica Soho. Senator Ping Lacson goes one-on-one with the Asia's King of Talk, Boy Abunda, in partnership with the Philippine Star. DZRH has also cleared the air and confirmed the attendance of Vice President Leni Robredo in their panel interviews. Experts say Metro Manila has already reached the peak of the recent COVID-19 surge, but the Omicron wave will likely persist. And Olympic pole vaulter E.J. Obiena withdraws from the PSC's mediation offer with Patafa. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Now, once and for all, presidential hopeful Bongbong Marcos said he knows nothing about the so-called Taliano gold. That and more in this report by Dale De Vera.
Should he win the presidency, Bongbong Marcos said he will not release a statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth or SALN to the public. This was his categorical answer during a media interview on Monday morning. But on 1PH sa Totoo Lang, Marcos Jr. said,
I was talking about my own SALN. I'm perfectly willing to release it.
He explained that political rivals may use SALNs to assassinate one's character. Marcos said it's exactly what happened to the late Chief Justice Renato Corona in 2012.
At sabi ko, siguro kung ako, kalabang kita sa politika, o sa whatever, basta kalabang kita, pag binigay mo sa akin yung SALN mo, hahanapan ko talaga ng problema yan. Kahit walang problema, gagawa ako para bigyan ka ng problema.
Now, amid the polarizing effect of his statements, the presidential aspirant asked for unity and told his supporters not to engage in word war on social media. Recall that just recently, at least 300 Twitter accounts supporting Marcos Jr. were suspended by Twitter.
Twitter is a private company. We do not, and they do what they feel they have to do. But the people who are tweeting are not part of our organization.
Over the weekend, the hashtag Marcos Duwag trended on Twitter, but BBM insisted that he was not a coward. Marcos Jr. was also asked about several issues in the country, like if he's planning to abolish the agency mandated to run after the Marcos family's ill-gotten wealth.
Hindi ko pa naiisip yan since in the last ilang taon na. To be perfectly candid with you, I don't know.
On the issue of political dynasty, Marcos Jr. said,
There's a good reason, and the people vote for that. And, what will you do? Yun ang gusto ng tao.
and with many people believing that the Italiano gold or the Yamashita treasure is real and with the Marcoses, BBM clarified.
Balitang balita, hindi lamang sa Pilipinas, kundi sa lahat, meron talagang Yamashita gold. Pero sa buong buhay ko, hindi pa ako nakakita ng gold na ganyan. Baka may alam sila, sabihan ako, kailangan ko yung gold. Wala pa ako nakikitang gold.
For News 5, Dale De Vera, We're One News.
Now, following the success of Jessica Soa's presidential interviews, the Asia's King of Talk, Boy Abunda, started his one-on-one interviews with the leading presidential contenders, beginning with Senator Ping Lacson. Lacson shared his views on a number of societal issues, including mining, poverty, and corruption. On the issue of the West Philippine Sea, the veteran lawmaker admitted that the Philippines is not strong enough to fight China on its own. That's why he emphasized the necessity of forming strong alliances with other nations like the United States and the European Union. Meanwhile, Vice President Leni Robredo visited parts of the Zamboanga Peninsula yesterday. VP Leni graced the inauguration and blessing of the Zamboanga City Volunteer Center. She also attended the turnover of antigen kits at Dipolog, Zamboanga del Norte. A news anchor from DZRH confirms that Vice President Leni Robredo will now be joining the station's presidential interview. On Twitter, Cesar Chavez says Robredo will be joining the so-called presidential job interview on February 2, 4 to 6:30 p.m. This ends speculations made by Robredo's critics that she is avoiding a live interview with the hashtag Leni Duwag trending on Twitter. Robredo has earlier clarified that she did not decline the invitation, but was only unable to confirm her attendance due to a scheduling issue. Chavez also clarified that the original schedule set from January 4 to 14 was scrapped as most of their personnel contracted COVID-19. At the time, the anchor said only Lacson and Marcos Jr. have confirmed their attendance. Now, health officials confirm that cases in NCR have already peaked and are now on a downtrend. But experts warn the Omicron wave will last for 2 to 3 more months. Camille Samonte with the details.
COVID-19 cases in Metro Manila are now on a downward trend after it finally reached its peak earlier this month. The health department said they observed that the daily cases driven by highly transmissible Omicron variant has been declining.
Lumalabas ng peak na at nakikita natin ilang araw ng sunod-sunod na bumababa ang kaso ng NCR at lumiliit ang porsyentong iniaambag nito sa ating total caseload.
Octa Research had also observed similar findings after the growth rate in Metro Manila had gone down to negative 50% from negative 42% last week. The reproduction rate had also decreased to 1.3. The Metro has been downgraded to very high-risk classification. Still, DOH said the government need to assess the metrics first to decide if Metro Manila could be de-escalated to Alert Level 2.
Depende pa rin yan kung ang ating batayan ay ang 2-week growth rate natin dapat as a moderate risk level. Pangalawa, yung ating ADAR or average daily attack rate, dapat ito between 1 to 7 cases, average cases per 100,000 population. Okay? So, and of course, pangatlo, yung ating healthcare utilization rate na dapat ay mapanatili na as a low risk classification or 49% and below. Yan, automatic yan. Pagka naabot yan, magbababa tayo to alert level 2.
But for Octa Research, the downward trend may continue next month.
So based dito sa trend nito, maaaring by Valentine's, at sana maging masayang Valentine's natin, ay baka nasa less than 1,000 cases na lang tayo per day sa Metro Manila.
David, however, noted that the Omicron wave nationwide could last until March or April.
Medyo matatagalan yung yung Omicron wave kasi kahit na medyo bumababa na sa NCR tsaka sa Cavite, Rizal, nagpataas pa lang sa mga ibang lugar at may mga ibang lugar na hindi pa nagkakaroon ng pagtaas. Hoping na by around March to April ay tapos na yung Omicron wave sa buong bansa natin.
DOH, meanwhile, is currently coordinating with the WHO regarding the subvariant of Omicron dubbed BA.2.
Variant under investigation. Hindi pa siya variant of concern. Binibigyan tayo ng pinakahuling datos patungkol sa mga katangian ng bagong variant na ito.
For News 5, Camille Samonte, We Are One News.
A legal battle looms between Olympian pole vaulter E.J. Obiena and the Philippine Athletics Track and Field Association. This as Obiena formally declined the mediation proposed by the Philippine Sports Commission. The world number 5 vaulter said there is no compelling reason for him to enter into talks with PATAFA and its president, Philip Huico. While Obiena acknowledged the PSC for its effort to lead the supposed negotiation, he stressed that he has already lost his faith in Huico. In response to Obiena's statement, PSC Chairman Butch Ramirez said he was saddened by this development, but he reiterated that the agency has not withdrawn its mediation offer. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe. Philippines, we are One News.